Well, good afternoon, everyone. For the next couple of days, here we are. It's a weekend, right? And next week, or next weekend, is 4th of July. We have a fairly quiet afternoon here in the crossroads, but just north of us, right on I-45, a cluster of storms actually popped late this afternoon, and they're dropping southward. They are decreasing, but I think maybe Hallettsville and those areas might see some of that. If you remember the big old heat wave that we had a couple weeks ago that went up to the Midwest, well, it's actually back down, and it's bringing the heat back to the southwest. You can see how everything's sort of spinning around in this fashion. That is very important to know where that's going to be, because next week we got some tropical trouble that we're going to have to look at. Now, here is a closer look at the storm. You can see how it is sort of falling apart, but getting close to the Brenham, really, and then Schulenburg would be after that. So if you're heading in that direction, you might run into that. Otherwise, let's take a look at the tropics. So we've got two systems. One is right here in the Caribbean. It is just north of Central America. This one is still an investigative area. It's beginning to organize, and it is likely to roll into Belize, then cross the peninsula there, and then eventually roll into southern Mexico near Veracruz. That's pretty good. That's very likely. Now, this one is a problem. This one is out in the mid-Atlantic. It's got plenty of room to run, plenty of room to strengthen. In fact, the computer models are taking this into a hurricane sometime Monday, Tuesday of next week. Now, what's the path? The path, as I've mentioned, is very far south right about now. But as you can see right about here, that would be your Thursday, then Friday right about here, then Saturday, and then by Sunday, approaching the Lesser Antilles, or the little bitty islands, and probably as a tropical storm. Then it gets into the Caribbean, where it's likely to strengthen to a hurricane. Is it going to be the Northern Caribbean, Southern Caribbean? Is it going to go this way or that way? Well, that's 7 to 8 days from now, and I'm not going to commit on that until I get a better fix on the computer models. Right now, let's just say the following. It could be the Yucatan, it could be Florida. And after that, it's the Gulf of Mexico. So in about 10 or 11 days, we're going to know what this thing's going to do. This will be barreled, very likely will be barreled by maybe even Sunday, Monday. Our temperature tomorrow, about 93 on your Friday. Things are looking pretty good for us. You saw the rest of the state is going to be in the hundreds. We already have heat advisories from just north of the crossroads all the way up into Kansas, as the heat wave is being caused by the bubble that's now on top of us. So your day planner for tomorrow in Port Lavaca, getting up to 92 degrees, maybe 1 or 2 isolated errant showers in the afternoon. If you're out in Cuero, you're getting up to 94, couple of isolated showers possible, very few, but possible. And then this moisture that we've got here right now is really kind of left over from Alberto, but that's slowly drying out. And early next week, we've got it hot and dry, unless Beryl comes to town, and then we're going to change that forecast. So we will certainly have all the latest for you coming up right here every afternoon. Join us then. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code.